Hi, in this video we will have a look at Microsoft Power Platform Community Forum question. So here there is a Microsoft form with multiple questions. User is trying to collect the answers here, then based on the answer assigning a certain values such as 3 to 1. So there are multiple questions, I believe. Then for each question and answers behind the scene, there is a value associated with that. Finally, what we are looking here is add up those scores together and then put that into, I believe, in SharePoint or database or wherever that is. So that's a plan. So how we are going to get this, the answers, then assign a score against it. The simplest way is you can do as an if condition with if strategic question answer is this one, strong alignment, then assign to 3, then otherwise is 2 and otherwise is 1, etc. That's the simplest way, but the drawback for this is you will be end up having quite a lot of if conditions with comparing with each answers. That's not ideal. So I thought I will show you a simplest way to do this. So for this I made a survey called health survey. So here there are two questions I added there here, and when I submit, I'm going to look for the least answers like once, twice, and more than once. I'll give the scores as 1, 2, and 3 here. Then finally, once a form is submitted, I'm looking for the total number of scores here. Okay, so for that I'm going to the Power Automate one. The trigger I'm looking is Microsoft Forms, and then looking for the health survey form. Here it is that. Then the next thing again is the Microsoft form again, forms again, and say get response details, and then I have the health survey again. Select the form ID, then the ID is coming from the previous step, that is the response ID. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a compose here, right? Okay, oops, let me put it back here. This, okay, I'm adding a compose here. Then see, my answers here is once, twice, more than twice. Okay, so that's a plan here. So what I need to do here is I'm going to make this as just rename to say key value pairs. Okay, right, and I'm going to have a JSON data set here, then calling that as once. There we go, once, and then here that this is the answer user going to select it. So based on that I'll be having value value will be 1, like that, and then copy that, right. Then this is for the next one, that is twice, I believe. Let's have a look. Twice, then more than twice also. Yeah. Okay, let's go back here. So this is going to be 2, this is going to be 3, and this is going to be more than twice. Okay, that's done. The next one is walking, badminton, and running. Okay, so again it's the same thing. I'm going back to my Power Automate here, and then what I could do is I'm going to give something like this here. Okay, another answer here, same thing, walking. So the score will be again, oops, I've made a mistake here, value, yeah. Okay, that's the least score for walking. And the next one, do the similar one here. Okay, that is the badminton one. the score is 2, and running it's a bit more higher cardio exercise, so I'm going to give you 3 that. Okay, right, running, there it is. So this is my key is here 1, then the value is 1, that's the plan then. Right, now how can I get that total score? So for that I'm going to initialize a variable. Okay, so I'm going to initialize the variable called total scores, and make it as an integer. That's it. Okay, that's done. Then initialize the value with 0. Okay, okay, that's done. The next one is we are going to collect the value then here. Okay, so add a compose here, and go into the compose. Then I can see the first question here, how many days you exercise weekly. Here we go, that's the one, first one. Okay, then save this flow now. Oh, enter a valid JSON. So I messed up somewhere here. Let's have a look. Once, twice, thrice, walking, badminton, running, and value. Oh, there's a comma here. That's why. Okay, save. Right. Okay, that's saving good, I think. It's taking a bit while than I expected. All right, okay, that's saved now. So let me test this first of all. Okay, so I'm going to manually test this. So wait for the screen to refresh in a minute. Then we can go back to the preview screen and submit some values here. Okay, so I'm going to put more than twice here. Then I'm going to say what activity badminton and submit. Okay, the form is submitted. So going back to my flow now. So I will be able to see the answers here now. Okay. I don't know why it's taking more time. So let me submit it again one more time that. So I'm in the preview now. Put again more than twice and badminton and submit. Okay, that's 2 submissions I did. Just going back to the Power Automate again. Let's have a look. Okay, so I was in the wrong form. That's all it was. Okay, so here is the right form. I'm going to submit. I'm going to put this twice and badminton and submit. Here we go. That's done. Hopefully our flow will run. Okay, here we go. And we got our answer here twice. Okay, that's the one we did for the the first answer we did for that. Let me go back to that form again. Right, so now for the twice we put the key value is 2. So ideally we want that should be 2. Then for the next response, we want to get that value, then adding up together. So for that, what we are going to do here is I'm going to say here variable again here. Remember the variable we declared here called total scores. So select that. You should be able to see here increment variable, right? So under the increment variable you need to put total scores here. Then here this is a technique we need to do here. So this is a value key pairs. Yeah, so generally what I do here is first I map just like that. So value key pairs output, then copy that, highlight and copy that, and go to the expression, paste it, remove those curly brackets. So basically it's output key value pairs. The space, it will be underscores here. That's all it is. Put question mark, put that, and then the square bracket. Then inside we want the value. Then there we go. That's the first one we got. So this one we're saying here key value pairs. not the key value pairs. We want to look for the, let me have a look at the scores here. Like, so we want the compose key value pairs. Then we want the, of course we want the, sorry, that is wrong expression. So here we need to put the like this. Yeah, we want to put the value from the first this one, where how many days do you exercise weekly. That's one we want. Okay, so that's that. Oops, the expression is invalid. Let me close that expression again, paste that here, click OK. That, okay, I messed up a little bit here, I think. So let me go back and correct that. Right, I think it should be okay, I think. Oh no, okay, let's copy this here and find out. So that key value, I put too many things here, I think. Question mark, and then this. There we go, that's what we want. Okay, let me try it again this way. Right, so go to the dynamic content and map the, sorry, first map the output of output of that compose here. Right, so that contains the value there, and what ideally we want is that's the value of that, but here this key value pairs we want. So I'm going to put, not that, sorry, search for the output under the dynamic content, key value one, that's the one we want. Okay, so first that, then here what we want is next thing is we want is in the question mark here, we want the output of this, the previous one, this value here, which is how many days that. So going back to the output again, here is that, I believe. Let's see that works. And then question mark, then two single quotation value. Here we go, that's one I'm looking for. So let's see, there we go, that's fine now. Right, okay, let's run this and see that. So we got the previous submission anyway here with those values, so I don't need to submit it again, and see that works this time. Right, so let's see the value here. So choice, for the choice we set the score is 2, so I'm hoping that should be 2 now. Here we go, that's 2 now. So that means for the next one it's exactly the same thing. What you could do is you add the next compose here, you add the next compose for the second question set, and then look for the next question, which is what activity you do. So again going back here and look for what activity you do, that's the answer. Yeah, then again we are going to use the increment variable here, increment variable, select that total score, then use the similar output, that same, I'll put that in the note here also in my video description. So that's the one I used. So here it will be combos underscore 2, then that's the only difference here. So let's correct that first, then we can cut and paste that over there. So this will be combos underscore 2, control X, copy everything, and then copy that, that is that. Right, okay, so this time let's see what's output is. So this will be an incremented output of based on the second answer also. Okay, so I think I submitted a couple of times, is it? So I don't know which one. So that's twice. So that is incremented to 2. The second answer is badminton. So for the badminton, how much is the score? That is again, you can see here, that is values 2. So 2 plus 2, 4 now. That should be the answer here. I'm expecting here under the increment here. Oops, no, it's not. So that is 2 again here. So the increment didn't work as expected. So let me go and have a look here. So increment the current value with that. That's interesting. So this is an increment variable. I thought the increment variable should increment with the value we are giving it. If it's 2, then that's 2. Then again we are saying total scores with the new one, but that didn't work here. So let me see then again what's wrong here. Value increment output key value pairs. That's correct actually there, but okay, there are other ways to do it, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I need to investigate that. So let me go to a different and easy way to do this another way. So another way is, so we could do here as an add expression, add, okay, add of the, so we could do add, okay, let me write the expression here first. Add the total scores, so that's a value here, total scores here, yeah, variable scores, comma, and then this output we want this one here. So these are the two ones we are going to add it here. Let me copy everything, that Control X and paste it here. Remove these curly brackets. There's some little bit cleanup we need to do here. Okay, it's difficult to see it there, so let me copy it here and clean up here. Control X, copy that. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so this I need to remove it. I'll put this in my video description. I think it looks good. I think, let me see. Add the variable and then output of that value, whatever it is. Yeah, it looks good, I think. Right, okay, so instead of the increment variable, I'm going to delete this because that's not working now at the minute. And to look that why it is. So set variable I'm going to use. So basically whatever the value we are adding up, I thought I could do in one action step. Right, okay, so set variable, then set variable to the total scores with the combos 3 output we just added. So we're just getting the latest value then. So output combos 3 then. Right, so here we collecting again what activity. This is increment variable is not going to work. Delete that. Okay, and we are going to add another compose here. Okay, and compose 3 where we adding same expression here. Copy that, everything, paste it here, then look for compose 2 here instead of compose 1. So this will be compose 2. Then Control X that, copy that, paste it here. Oops, I didn't like that. Place your cursor, click OK. Yeah, that's fine. So that worked. Okay, let me add that in the note. So that's the expression we used here, and this expression is this add note. There we go. I generally add the expression under the note so that I know what expression I used without clicking and finding out. Right, now we need to set again the latest value to the set variable. So search for the variable again here and say set variable. Then under the set variable total scores, then combos 4 output we want the combos 4 output. There we go, that's that. So let's save it, hoping 2 plus 2 4 will be the answer here now this time. Okay, that's saved now. So let's run with the last test. Okay, flow ran successfully now, and go to the set variable. Here we go, 4. So that's a technique we can use. So let me recap this what we did here. So I selected all the answers with the value I want, and so basically if you got 10 questions with 3 answers, that is 45 answers altogether, you need to put it all like this in this format with the answer, then value 1 2 like that, and then you initialize the variable, then compose, just map the value you want to collect. Then under that you can say add the total scores with the value output key value pairs question mark the answer what we got with the question mark value. So this is a key one here to get that, to get the actual key. So this one which I am going to highlight, this part will highlight that corresponding value related to the text, so this way you can reduce lots and lots of if statements. I think this is a better way. I personally go with this solution to do that, to solve that issue. Then finally, you can check if the total score is such and such, then whatever you want to allocate that into, like is it something like high, medium, low, something like that. That's the next step. You can continue to do that. Hope this is useful. Thank you for watching.